Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And some room to roam now. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games. But maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. They run with Abdullah. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. "31 yards there and a first down." You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 44 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 27 yards there, a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Freeman. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Listen to me.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Jim. 51, Sam. Check. Let's go, D. Big zero.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Falcons grab it, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 24. Watch 24. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, Tuesday. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 55.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Gun. Here, I need one over here. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Gun! Watch the screen! Yellow!
First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
You ain't going nowhere. Gun!
Again, it's Cousins. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To the air again, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? Now
Freeman, he's been busy today. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Cousins on target to Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Joker, 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 Joker.
On first down, Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long.
Tuesday. Go. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, express. Ready to go.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's brought in by Dodson. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. 20. Fights free at the 5. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. And even 40 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Bailey got the extra point. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Freeman again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check 59, Mike. Mike is... Hey, check, check. 59.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 59, ready. Smooth. Undercut. Undercut.
To throw again. Ryan is going to fire one deep, middle, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing his Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Dotson, 33 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your head.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big run there by Freeman. 67 yards on the ground. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Cousins on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Begin. Shift. Safe. Let's 50.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Their own 47-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Mike to 59. You get check. Hey, exit. Mike's 59. Hey, here I come.
Ryan wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Throwing again. Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Doxson Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 42, Vikings 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun. Mike's 59.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulate.
It got his man complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Falcons, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.